everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today I want to talk about the Microsoft Surface Duo 2. There is actually a reason that I got it. Now, I made the video talking about the top 5 features. I made a video talking about why you shouldn't buy it yet. But there's a reason that I got it. And you're probably saying, well, why did you say get it or not buy it yet, but you bought it? I'm like, well, other than being a tech reviewer, there are some things I'm interested in here because I did have a lot of hopes for the first one, which were kind of left unfulfilled. And this one looks like it checks more of the boxes that the first one should have. And that's what I want to talk about in this video, because I think there is some room for excitement if you really want this device, because it's going to give us a lot of the things that really we missed out on the original one. So there's still some question marks out there, but I want to talk about that in this video. And before we get into that though, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Now let's talk about the Surface Duo 2. So the first thing I'm looking forward to, the new processor. It really irked me that they had the Snapdragon 855 in the original one. There was no 5G. I felt like it was underpowered. And whether it was the operating system, whether it was the app management, whether it was the processor, I don't know what. The original one, it just seemed kind of clunky and it would freeze up, it would have issues, it would be choppy, it just wasn't that great. Also, the haptic feedback was terrible. It was probably one of the most terrible devices in recent memory that I've typed on, and I do a lot of typing. So if this is a communications tool, if I'm supposed to be able to type on there with my digits, then it should be a good experience. So I'm hoping that there's updated haptic feedback, but really it's got to have more speed, it's got to have more efficiency, and it's got to not lag and have issues. So whether that's a software or a hardware issue, the Snapdragon 888 should hopefully sort that out. Now, haptic motors, I don't know about that yet. We'll have to see once it shows up. It really wasn't a topic of conversation. So I'm hopeful the horsepower is going to fix a lot of the problems, and they've had more time to optimize the software. I know some people said that originally it was supposed to be like a Windows device, the original Surface Duo, and then they decided to make it an Android device. So now that they know they're doing Android, they've had a whole nother year. We're going to be getting Android 11 to start with it. It should be pretty good. Like, we shouldn't be having these fundamental issues. And some of the issues were interface related. So hopefully now the cameras, that's also the thing I want to talk about here. The first camera was terrible. And now we have cameras on the outside. We have a camera on the inside. You don't have to do this like craziness, flipping the screens back and forth around, tapping on one side to access it. It's pretty good. Now, it does mess with the ergonomics. I'm not happy about the camera panel on the back because it's going to keep the device from being able to seat fully closed, which was one of the benefits. That was one of the things that I really appreciated, because you had that nice big screen, and now you're going to have to hold it differently. It's not going to be a flat experience. So I hope they tested this out. I hope it's not that big of a deal. I'll have to test it out once I get it in person, but the cameras are something I'm looking forward to. The last one had identity issues. It didn't know whether it was a laptop replacement, whether it was a tablet, whether it was a phone. This one seems pretty squarely in the phone department with some tablet characteristics. So I'm hoping that they kind of dived into that a little bit more, and it's more of a smartphone productivity experience. And smartphone productivity is a thing. Like, look at the Fold 3. Look at what they tried to do with the Duo. Look at there are reasons to have something like this with a large landscape for a screen with multi-productivity features. So also the independent thing you can do on both sides of the screen where they're both powered. And I think that Snapdragon 888 is really going to elevate that experience. So a lot of this stuff is things that I've talked about before when it came to the original Surface Duo, and it just didn't deliver, or didn't deliver well enough. And like I've talked about in previous videos, the Surface Duo on most Microsoft things kind of delivered, especially with the Surface Pen. And I love the Surface Pen Slim. I'm going to get the second one. I don't know if I'm going to have it on launch day, but that really helped the experience a lot. So I do a lot of professional level work. As you know, the world gets back to normal, if I end up getting back into the courtroom in any time in the near future, it was great being able to use other phones like the original Fold to pull up the docket, pull up my stuff. This, I can do signing, I can do all sorts of different things. So if I can check my email, sign PDFs, sign representation agreements, if I can do all that stuff in the palm of my hand seamlessly, that price tag as a professional will be worth it for me. And this is an enthusiast device and a professional device. This isn't something somebody walks into AT&T and goes, you know what, I want to spend $14.99 minimum, over $1,600 after tax to get this device. So I don't expect a wide exposure on this. I don't expect them to sell millions and millions of units. I don't even know if they do. But the biggest reasons I'm looking forward to it are the unfulfilled promises and potential the original one had. And that's why I think I believe it sold out on Microsoft as soon as the thing launched that day for pre-order. I know I got mine in. I got it through Best Buy actually, but we'll see how it goes. I think it's a viable platform. And I don't think that there's something wrong with the idea. The concept is sound. I said before, I think it has a place. It just needs to be done right. And I don't even have a lot of heartburn about it not immediately having Android 12. If they can get it in a couple of months, that's great. I think it's going to be a long winter when it comes to Android 12. Probably won't see it till later on, maybe in the spring. There's a lot of optimization that these guys are doing with the user interface. So the Surface Duo, it's going to get Android 11. I'm actually excited about that. I'm holding on to my Duo. I didn't trade it in. They only wanted to give like 400 something bucks trading credit anyway once it was online. And yeah, I'm excited about the original Surface Duo getting Android 11. I think that it's something that people can use. As long as it clears up some of the issues, gets rid of those last couple of bugs that were kind of making it janky, there are some advantages to looking at the original Duo at like the $400 price point. 1 year later, if it's working properly, that's something that I think some people could be interested in and not have to worry about going and picking this one up. I do think the price is going to drop. I don't think it's going to stay at the MSRP more than a couple of months. I think people are still playing the wait and see approach. And I know people that are like, look, I'm going to wait and I'm going to get it cheaper. So we'll see how well it sells initially. We'll see how the software looks. And that's going to be the biggest thing. How is it once we get our hands on it on day one? And is it going to work right? And is it going to perform the way we want it to? Because all the hardware stuff, I'm really looking forward to the 90 Hertz refresh rate on dual screens. That's pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to the notification with the curved edge inside of the hinge. I'm really looking forward to the Snapdragon 888, 8 gigs of RAM. I think it's finally going to have everything that it needs to succeed. There are still some question marks out there regarding the software, how well it's upkept, how well they optimize for this. It's got to be better than the first one. But again, like I said, undelivered promises. That's the biggest thing here. If they can capitalize on where they didn't last time, and this is the device that we wanted originally, then I think it's going to change some opinions. But they've got their work cut out for them. They're going up against the grain in the hill right here. So we'll see. But that's why I wanted to talk to you guys and say, look, most people really, I think, see what the initial reviews are like on this before you go buy one. Hesitant about the pre-order process. As a tech reviewer, as somebody who was really interested in the original and got it day one, I'm giving it a second swing. I'm going to test it out, let you guys know what I think. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with it. So I think it's a little on the pricey side. It is a niche device. It's like a niche device. Like there's regular phones and there's like the fold and the flip, then there's the Duo. It's like way over there. So this is something I'm not expecting to see a lot of these when you go out to McDonald's in the afternoon. Not something a lot of people are going to be carrying. So we'll see how it is. Really think it's still geared towards professionals and enthusiasts. It's not really an everyday kind of smartphone. And let's see if it delivers. I hope it does because I paid a lot of money for it. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's all I got in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. This is the last one inside the hotel here. So we'll be back in the normal setting with the following video. But if you have any questions or comments or you want to talk about the Surface Duo 2, go down to the comment section. We'll talk about it there. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. You can find me also on Twitter at AdamJMatlock. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next time.